Matt. He's going to tell us about his awesome, epic Lego Star Wars collection, and specifically we're going to touch on how he mounted all of these, because I'm sure a lot of you are interested in that. So why don't you start and just go left to right?
Well, first of all, like, this set is so fucking big and wide that with the shelving setup, it's hard to, like, mount on any shelf without, being like a table or something, because it's so wide. So what I did originally, because nobody made a cool one that didn't mount, like, vertical, and I don't want to do that, so I bought, like, a ceiling mount TV stand and retrofitted it to use this, or to accept this, because these are German, so they're Figuworld, and they didn't ship here. They shipped to, like, random African countries and, like, Australia, but then Europe, but they wouldn't ship to the United States. One day they shipped to the United States, so I bought it, and then super sick. I was super excited until I had to mount it, and then I basically had to take all the paneling. I had to take that off, then, like, take some of the bottom panels down, and it looked like it was out of control. But it's worth it. It's worth every penny, and worth all the time you had to do it, because it's mounted so cleanly, and, you know.
It's got a cool blurb under it, and then, like, a photo of the actual set.
Yeah, and all the UCS sets come with that. And then I also repurposed this. This used to be, like, off to the side. I'm like, well, that's dumb as shit, because this is the Devastator. This is, like, fucking the scene, you know, in the very beginning movie, so why wouldn't Lego do this? Like, it's bringing the Corvette up and it's to scale, so I decided to make my own little changes there.
Yeah. Some creative liberties.
Yeah. And then this is, like, the first Lego set that got me in trouble, is this one. I said I didn't want to spend a lot of money on Valentine's Day, and then, like, 3 days later I spent like $800 on that, and so that was a boo-boo. That was a not recommendable moment. And then once they started having all the same, this one, like, on the Venator, like, I don't remember what it was, but I waited until either the Venator came out waited until this came out to buy the Venator, or I had the Venator and I didn't build it until this came out. But either way, I didn't want to mount that up there without having the same mounting setup, because it just looks so clean with all the big ships on the wall.
It's cool how it has the figures up here too and everything.
Yep.
Next to the blurb.
Yep, and this one is a printed, instead of a sticker, it's a printed placard, which is really nice.
That's super cool.
Because I bent the sticker on the Star Destroyer, it got bent in the book.
And then all these are going into studs, right?
Yeah, I turned them, they have 4 holes in them, but I turned them like a diamond, so the 2 top go in the stud.
Yeah.
They come with anchors. Like, who the fuck's gonna mount those in sheetrock? It's gonna fucking fall off. But then I just repurposed this mount here housed this ship before, and so this is also kind of a hard one to display because of how big it is. And so I just repurposed this mount to hold that. And the problem is with this ship and those mounts is you put it on the wall and you have to take the cannon off the back, and then because of how the ship is built, it puts too much, it goes up through this point right here, and then because how the structure is, it puts too much strain on it and you get a gap right here. So I spent like hours trying to reinforce the structure to make that mount work, and it never, there's always a gap here, and I'm like,
this one looks really cool too. It looks like a landing pad for it.
Yep, and it spins and everything. I'm not
cool.
gonna take all the, but yeah, it looks nice. This is actually my wife's idea to mount it like that too. So like, so it looks like it's in the corner. When she contributed, that's the only thing she contributed to this. If she was up to her, she'd just make me all sell it. But she thinks it's displayed nicely, and honestly, it used to be displayed differently, but now I have too much. And it used to be like, it used to make a lot more sense. Like, I had the clone army that's here. I had here with the gunship over it, and then flanked by the ATTEs, the clone, the turbo, the tanks, and then the cannon, and then all the the little mini walkers and stuff were all flanking it. We run out of space.
More diorama-esque.
Yeah, and the same with the like that. It was kind of like that. It was kind of like the Trade Federation stuff is all set up.
Yeah, that shelf's very cohesive.
Yeah, it's gonna get broken up though. I don't have a choice, unfortunately. But yeah, and then wall mount. I'm trying to wall mount everything that takes up space, and eventually these will be taken down, moved up, and then more shelves will be put up to accommodate the rest of my minifigures. And then I want to also put the dioramas all on a shelf to free up space in there. So
Yeah.
right now I have those 3 dioramas, and then I have more dioramas to build, along with my UCS tie interceptor. Oopsie. My UCS tie interceptor, my R2D2, my Darth Vader's helmet, my hallway, my. It's stressing me out. I gotta build a big backlog to build. But yeah, and then I used to have all these figures all on like big square, the big square things or the big plates, and then I thought this was a much better way to do it. So I just bought a bunch of random bricks off Brinklink, and just built little grandstands, and then like stadium seating styled it. Stadium style seating,
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah. And then like the new mechs and stuff they came out with are kind of sick, and they're so cheap. I don't know. I kind of like them. Kind of like the odd stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm really sad that I didn't start buying helmets until recently because I missed out on the Imperial Pilot one. It's now $350.
Oh.
I won't be buying that.
Aren't the helmets normally like 40, 50?
Like 60, 70,
okay.
depending on which one you get. But like, the Imperial Pilot is my second favorite, or my first favorite with this second. But I think $350, I'd get roasted so hard by my wife if I bought that. Yeah.
Which minifig shelf is your favorite?
This one.
Yeah.
Easily. I just went on a minifigure buying spree to fill up like the equivalent of this much shelf. And when you're buying minifigures, they're expensive. The only ones that are fake are these ones, the Galactic Marines, because they're just cool as shit, and I couldn't not. Those are the only ones that are fake. Everything else up there is real. Probably some of my favorite minifigures are actually the ARC Troopers. I'm a big fan of the ARC Troopers. And the ARC Troopers, I like those too.
Yeah.
But, man, minifigures are so fucking expensive.
I love the speeder bike helmets. They're some of my favorite.
The speeder bike helmets?
Yeah. Or Esque helmets. I don't know if those are actually the speeder bike guys, but these style helmets.
Oh, yeah, the ARC Trooper. You know what? Honestly, those I got... I don't actually know where those guys came from, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know what set they came from, so I don't know... Yeah, let's edit that part out.
No, we're going to leave that in.
No, don't do that, because I'm embarrassed now. I don't actually know where these guys come from. That's really embarrassing, to be honest.
Stay good.
No.
None of this is getting cut.
God damn it. I pride myself on knowing like a lot of things, but inevitably some things just circle.
When you have this many sets.
Yeah, some things circle the drain, and I like to consider myself a fairly knowledgeable person about Star Wars, but like I don't know I can't retain everything. I try to be as on theme as possible, and then you start just running out of things for like the fucking Resistance bomber. So like that's where it's gonna live, just because I wish I had another Y-wing. I don't give a shit that I have 3 already. It'd be cool to have a whole shelf of Y-wings.
Yeah. And then the stands that they're on are super cool.
Yeah, those are Irvin, our buddy, actually 3D printed those, and I started getting too many sets, but I tried to print them like specifically for like these are like Jedi ships. This is like a Republic, like Republic ships. Those are Rebel ships. So and some of the stands don't match because I ran out of certain specific ones, but I tried to put the faction specific stand on its own ship, like this one, the Slave One or Boba Fett starship now is not the correct. Like I just don't have everything. I need to get another run of them printed.
Yeah. And then this is super cool though, like stands that aren't actually wall mounted but are still from the same company, right?
No, these like this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what comes with the set.
Oh, okay.
But I actually have the same brand of wall mounts that this is going to go on. The UCS TIE Interceptor is going to go on. Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter is probably going to go on. And then I think maybe one of these. But I bought a whole bunch of random, just like generic like TIE Fighter X-Wing stands that I'm going to try to make whatever I can work on them.
Yeah.
Just to free up some space. But my wife's giving me the office room to put Legos in, which basically gives me permission to buy more in a roundabout way that I am just pretending like that's what she means.
And then this is the mini Millennium Falcon, right?
Well, yes, but there's also That's the play scale Millennium Falcon.
Okay, and then that's the mini or...
This is the MIDI scale. And this is the older MIDI scale set.
Yeah.
So, like, this is... I don't even know how old this one is. I didn't buy it when it came out, so I don't know exactly when it came out. I saw, like, a used set, so I bought it. Just because at that point I didn't have a Millennium Falcon.
Is any of this stuff from when you were a kid and you bought it?
Yes. That, like, Nubian Speeder.
Mm-hmm.
And then that X-Wing. The original X-Wing in the corner there. And then...
So how old are those sets? Are those like 20 years old?
Those are like the first Lego Star Wars sets. Like, those are like 2000 or like 1999.
Yeah.
And like I pieced them back together from my spare parts bin. And this Snow Speeder, that's an original one that I had. Also an original like Lego Star Wars set. I think that's it.
For original stuff?
Yeah.
And then when did you actually start collecting all of this?
2014? Because I saw this set, that Playscale Star Destroyer at a retro gaming convention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna fucking buy it. That's neat, you know? And then I came home with that. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. My wife's like, really? I'm like, shut up. I'm like, let me live my life, right? And then I bought this one, Pose X-Wing. And then that's when I bought that. Oh, and then when I came home with that, I also bought this TIE Defender.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, I bought a coworker's bulk bin of Legos for $500.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it came with like a lot of shit. And that's one of the things I think these guys came with.
Yeah.
And I don't actually... They didn't have all the instructions or all the, boxes. So, and I just haven't bothered to look up what those guys came out of, what set those guys came out of. But yeah, a lot of that stuff came like that like Jex shit there. That I don't even remember this landing that like the shuttle on the left. You know what? I think I actually bought most of it. Oh, this guy, the MTT, the couple of those droid fighters. Yeah, I think I probably bought most of this. I think. I'm sure there's a few other. Oh, the Malevolence was in that set, in that bulk set of stuff that I bought. And yeah, I think, I don't think much else in here was, to be honest. And I just slowly started adding stuff to it via like, oh, this is a cool deal on Facebook Marketplace or on, honestly, Craigslist. That's how old I am. I bought a lot of this on Craigslist. And then Facebook Marketplace and not a lot of it, like some of the older stuff, like that B-Wing, some of those A-Wings and like the, I think, and then I bought some of it on Mercari. Honestly, Mercari is pretty good for Legos. Deals are pretty good. And honestly, like if you just look at the seller ratings, a lot of it will say that like the seller sucks or don't buy from this person or like whatever. I bought some minifigures from somewhere and the guy's like, oh, thanks bro, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never shipped anything before. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is 2024. I'm like, this is how you do it. You take the stuff, you put it in a box, you take my address, you go to the post office and say do, and you give them money. They do.
Yep.
And then he's like, oh, okay, cool. I added some extra clones for the trouble. I'm like, neat, thanks. Just ship the shit to me. And then it showed shipped, but it never like got a tracking number because it said they had never received anything, even though it said shipped. And so they gave me, Mercari refunded me after a certain amount of time.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, and then I looked at the reviews and the people said, don't buy from this guy. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, this guy said he'd give me extra clones and never shipped anything.
Yeah, exactly. So I got my money back. But other than that, I bought a lot of stuff on Mercari. A lot of my clones were bought from Mercari that I needed to fill space with. And then like the Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter, my...
You want to talk about the whole top section?
Oh my God, cat! Stop it. Yeah. So like, I basically again tried to like keep the, a semblance of themes, but then it just like got blown all to hell over here. So like this is all like, you know, Hothy walkers and snowspeeder because Hoth, you know. And then I had like some random snow troopers out there and stuff, but then I decided I'm like, I'm just gonna put them with that. And then I had these guys in their own little diorama, but then I'm like, oh, AT, fuck, God, why am I drawing a blank? Why am I drawing a blank?
These guys?
Yeah.
We'll cut this.
What the fuck? Dude, I am like, dude, I'm sundowning. Oh no, I can't close that. Let's see. Public Walker. That's ATRT altering ATTE. God, I'm so dumb. Yeah. So just keep going.
Yeah.
So yeah, ATTE. God, I'm so fucking stupid. The ATTEs are also a walker, so I just stuffed them there, and then I just like ran out of other places to put shit, so then I just like, bleh, and just put everything up here that's like big-ish, or, you know, I kind of like with the Droideka, I'd like to put over there, but I can't because there's no space, but maybe I can put the Droideka over there once all the battle droids go up here, and then the X-Wing is going to go up on the wall too. And then, you know, you got Millennium Falcon and the T6 shuttle and all that stuff. And I also want to put my MIDI scale ships all together, because eventually I'll have that. I'll have the Invisible Hand, and then there's a Corellian Corvette MIDI scale ship now too.
These are super cool, actually.
Yeah.
I like those a lot.
Yeah, my wife's like, oh, you don't need this one because you have this one. I'm like, no, the fact that I have this one just makes me need that one more. I don't think she understands how it works. But, oh, excuse me. Yeah.
And then you got helmets in here and the mini sets. These are, I love these like
I
diorama
like the dioramas
sets.
too. Although I'll say that like this one right here,
Yeah.
how the instructions tell you to put the speeder bikes, I couldn't figure it out. The way they have it angled in the pictures, I think is impossible to achieve.
Oh.
I spent like way too long and felt way too dumb trying to do that, and I'm just like, how the fuck does this thing go on here? And no matter what I did, it just didn't look right, or like it felt like it was gonna fall over or whatever. And I'm like, this is dumb, so I just like left it there. I'm like, hey. But these fit all how they're supposed to. Why can't these be that easy? You know. And what some people do is they put two of these together.
That's cool.
Yeah, and they make like a longer trench run, more
Yeah.
like, you know, which is pretty sick. And like how they put the little mini ships together is like so cool. Like for what they work with, it just looks so good. And then like yeah, all this stuff is just so cool. I love the dioramas.
What's all this stuff here?
Oh, those are like the clone command stations that like you see in the movie with the officers chilling
Oh.
on. And then I had all those up here too, because you know those guys are these clones right here.
Yeah.
And then they all went on there. But then I'm like, God, they're all gonna go live with their homies over on the clone shelf.
That's nice of you.
Yeah, you know. And then, yeah, some of these sets are stupid expensive now. If you were to get this cannon with like the clone trooper, the Wolfpack troopers it comes with, like multiple hundreds of dollars.
Is that because people are just after the minifigures, or is
Yep.
it?
Yes, sir. So let's see that one. Let's see. That thing is ridiculous. Let's see. On on Amazon, that sells for $519.
Jesus.
And if you can find it on, let's see, AV7 anti-tank, you can get it on eBay with the clone troopers by themselves, or actually with the clone troopers. So just the cannon. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. Just the cannon is like $50,
Oh.
right? And if you buy it with the, like right now, 1 day, 13 hours left with all the minifigures, it's $77 with 8 bids. I guarantee that thing goes up to hundreds of dollars. It's fucking stupid. Like this one, brand new complete, $389 on eBay.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
And that's just to get the minifigures.
Mainly.
Wait, so which minifigs are they?
That's this guy right here. The Wolfpack guy.
Just him?
Well, there it comes with like more than just one, and it comes with like a Jedi, I'm pretty sure. But those guys are there's another set that comes with Wolfpack troopers too, but it's also
the
real
most expensive minifig you have?
No, I would probably say that one of these guys is probably the most expensive. One of the clone commanders. I mean, maybe some of the Jedi figures is pretty expensive. Some of these, like this, like Desert Luke is worth like $70, or like the the Tatooine Luke.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I haven't looked at the values of each individual figure, but I know that some of the clone commanders, some of those guys are kind of expensive, but not like anything crazy. And there's just the other fake figure is Palpatine. I didn't have a Palpatine, so I bought a fake Palpatine. But yeah, these guys are probably like $30 a piece, the ARC troopers and stuff. But nothing's like, I don't have any of like the wildly expensive ones, like the Cloud City Boba Fett's.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a Boba Fett that's like
printed
wild.
arms, yeah, or some of the polybag figures. I just need to start buying those, like the chrome stormtroopers and stuff, like the dumb shit that like is super cool that nobody thinks is going to be worth money. You pay $5 for, and it's like hundreds of dollars in a few years. So, but there's some cool like unique minifigures I have for sure. I just don't know. I could sit down and like go through the values for all of them, but like I don't have a whole lot of time for that anymore with the baby. But she does want me to catalog everything.
That would be pretty cool. Spreadsheet it.
Yeah, and so then I can like give it to insurance. Don't tell anybody my address. But
we're gonna have to blur out all the windows so someone can't.
Geolocate the shit. Yeah. Well, it's nighttime at least, so.
Yeah, that's why we're filming it at night.
Yeah, so nobody can see where I live. We can edit all this shit out.
Leave it all in.
No. But yeah, so it's fun.
Man, sure is dark in Wyoming.
Yeah, fucking Wyoming, man. It's really hot here. Fuck. But no, yeah, this is turned into a, just was kind of doing it for fun, and now I'm like, I have FOMO real bad. Mm-hmm. So if I don't buy like all of them that come out every year, I'm like, I get jittery. I'm like, I gotta have it.
Are you gonna be like the dad in the Lego movie where like the kid can't play with the Legos? Or you're like, no, that's a model building set that.
Well, like the good thing is like I have all of those, right? Yeah. Oh, and I have more over here too. I have like this little like the May the 4th Death Star from last year that the cat's fucked up that I need to fix, and then I also have this guy, which is super sick, but if you look, the problem is the white's all messed up, and so it doesn't fit in because it's all like yellowed.
Yeah.
So I need to like retro bright it, which is coming this summer. I just keep forgetting that I'm going to take all the white pieces off, take it to work, put it in a bag with some shit, and just let it sit out in the sun.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah. You just put some like hydrogen peroxide, like the cream. Mm-hmm. You can put it in plastic or saran wrap or plastic bag.
Wrap it and then UV it.
And it works a lot better. It's a lot less hassle than like getting the plastic thing, covering it in saran wrap, getting LEDs, putting it in hydrogen. Just let the sun do it. Do I have any more battle? Oh no, all these are empty battle packs. Let's see, I still have a Mandalorian battle pack somewhere I need to build too. I don't even know where the fuck that went. I have too much shit. But yeah, and what else? I have some things that aren't finished, like that Wookiee gunship down there. That's just been missing parts ever since I got it, because I got it off eBay.
Oh.
And I just put it together as far as I could, and then I'm like, I need to brick link some parts, but I just never got around to it.
What's the vision for what you do next for the expansion? Because right now, because it was organized,
yeah,
and now it's just like a bulk. Are you gonna expand more shelves?
No, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm gonna put up more shelves over here on the wall, for the minifigures, and then some more of the smaller sets, and that'll kind of free up some space. And I'm going to put some of the bigger ships like the X-wing up on the wall. That'll free up a little bit more space. And honestly, I think I might retire some things from the display that just don't really like. Oh, Mona,
Cat on the Legos.
what you doing? You're cute babies. Yes, you are. Yeah, I might retire some things. Free up some space.
What sets do you think are on the chopping block?
Probably some of the older ones.
Really?
Yeah, just cause like I don't like necessarily like the aesthetic as much. So I have like a lot of the clone tanks, right? So like the really big one down there, like I think is the first one they came out with in the bottom right. That might go. And again, the actual technical term, like the name of it escapes me, because I'm, sundowning. Maybe that'll go. That might go. Things of like that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Unsure though. Eventually I'll get more space when I'm downstairs, but then I have to move all this shit.
That's gonna be a project.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it. And remount everything on the wall. Oh, God. All of it sounds like so much not fun. Oh. That'll at least free up some space. Like, I'm going to have to find space for an R2 and then 3POs coming out.
All of these sets.
Yeah. And, like, a lot of these, like, I don't know if I'll probably just display this where you don't really see it. But then I'll put, like, Paz and, well, Moff Gideon. I don't know where he is. See, like, I don't know where he belongs. That's kind of what sucks, is, like, then I'm, like, stressing out, and then I'm like, do I need to make another category for, like, this and that? And then I'm like, no, fuck it. He'll just blend in down here. And why? Oh, my God. He does not go here. He goes here. I'm still finding people messing with me. And then that officer over here, he goes. I just fix this really. He goes here. I'm going to have to do this all over again when they come to visit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And you know what? I really like Shore Troopers, right? Like, Shore Troopers are like my fucking favorite, but they didn't come in very many sets, and these are so expensive. It's ridiculous. That's why I only have one. Honestly.
He's lonely.
He's very lonely. I thought about buying, like, fake ones, like 10 of them, but I haven't, because they're so sick. They're like the Galactic Marines. I just can really like them. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
Is that about it?
Yeah, I think so. And I've just now, I'm really extra. I had all the boxes from every set that I've ever had the box for.
Yeah.
Not broken down, with all of the original bags that they come in, with all of the spare pieces put in the bags, with because each bag has a couple little trinkets, and then even the sticker papers. I had
the empty sticker papers.
Yeah. And I had those all in the boxes in my closet, and they were taking up so much space. So I made a Reddit post about it, like, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. And it inspired me to throw all the plastic shit away and all that, and then dump I had a big ass pile of those spare parts. It took me like an hour. Holy shit. And I guess Irvin's right, I'm a fucking rambler, huh? Jesus. Sorry to bore everybody, I guess. Shit, I didn't realize I could talk about my Legos for like a half fucking hour. And I mean, the shit I have, like, this is, like, I have a whole bunch of, like, the old Lego System stuff. Like, Lego System Space, like, I have, like, a lot of castle stuff, and, like, I really liked all the pirates and stuff. I don't have a lot of that stuff, but...
Mine was Power Miners. Did you ever get
I vaguely remember that.
They had the little rock monsters that would, like, eat gems, and then all of it was, like, green and orange. That was my favorite.
Yeah, I like the... no, she's trying to fish again. Don't get too close to the tank. I need to clean it. And put some more water in it. But, yeah, no, the Lego System stuff's really cool. All the old stuff. Like, the vibes, And, like, they had the Imperial, and then like the Islander stuff that then the Imperial guys they had, like they kept all the Islanders in cages and shit in the sets. You remember any of that?
Which series is this?
It's like the Pirates, and they had like the Imperial
Oh,
series,
wait, I
like
kinda
the little
remember
like
Pirates, yeah.
colonial soldiers type dudes,
yeah,
and then they kept all the Islanders in cages, like very problematic. Like, but the vibe, the actual like sets were really cool.
Have you seen the guy that like prints out fake Lego sets, and one was called like the Plantation?
Uh-huh.
And then he like puts it in the Lego store, and he's like, "How much is this set?" And they're like, "I've never seen that. I don't know why that's here."
Yeah, that's some of the old stuff was kind of problematic, like in the early '90s and stuff. But it was so cool, like from a purely Lego standpoint, like. Yeah, this is all I'm displaying because it would just get like way out of hand. Otherwise, then I'd get in trouble. But
I think it's displayed beautifully.
yeah, thank you. I do like the top like wall mounted stuff. I think the spacing is real good, and the just like
It's cool how far it comes out. Like, it comes out so far from the actual wall.
yeah, and that's why I just like you can't mount it on there. What I do think is cool is Lego uses like this is a crow's nest from a pirate ship, and then this is just a barrel, just painted gray instead of
that's
brown.
funny.
Yeah, like Lego loves repurposing their parts. And like another thing that's kind of interesting is over here, the ends of the cannons on the X-wing are fins. They're like flippers.
Oh yeah,
They're
I
just
see.
white.
That's funny.
Like what else? There's always like some like weird like kooky stuff that they do that like it just works, but I don't remember. I feel like when I was building the dioramas or building something, they used like a plant piece for something.
They
That
use
wasn't-
frogs a lot. I remember, like someone at Lego really loves using frogs for stuff.
Yeah, that sounds familiar too. And I'm sure I have something that like they use like. Yeah, it's just wild with some of the stuff you find when you're building the sets. And apparently, actually, in this one here, is it this one? I can't remember, but in one part of this, they have you stack up. Was it the Superstar Destroyer or was it the Devastator? One of these sets. I think it was this one. Maybe it was this one. I don't remember. So like you have your bounty hunters here, right? You have like Bosk and Dengar and Boba Fett and like IG-88. They had little like these things, right? These little pieces.
It's the studs.
The little little round colored ones. They had them like you stacked like a yellow and green one for Bosk and a brown and white one for Dengar, and they were just placed like little Easter eggs inside
funny.
of the ship for the build, like during the build. And I never knew what that was, and then I saw it, and I'm like, oh, that's super cool. But I think it was that one. I don't remember though. Again, you have a baby and all this stuff, and everything just goes right out the fucking window, dude. It's like I told my wife, I'm like, I think I'm getting dumb. Like I literally think I'm getting fucking dementia or something. She's like, no, just think of like a glass of water. You put too much, what happens? It runs over the sides. She's like, your brain's probably the same way. You just literally can't retain everything. So you just keep putting something in, something's going to come out.
Yep.
That seems a far more. I can cope with that a lot better than I can.
Then
cope
early onset dementia. No. Your glass is just too full.
Yeah.
You're not getting old.
No, not at all. No. So. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up.
Hey guys, if you like Matt's Lego collection, leave a comment down below. Like the video. If you don't like it, comment down below. Matt will fight you.
Internet fighting, man. Oof. It's something. I spend a little too much time doing that sometimes. So if I can argue about my own shit, hey, it might be worth my time.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. That's
Thank
about
you.
it. Yeah, we'll do a car video with Matt at some point. I promise.
Yeah. The Sentra is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The NX is kind of neat too, but the
Yeah.
Sentra's that's different. It's definitely nice.
Okay. Bye bye.
Yeah.